lost in the Lone Star land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy slough. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops always crack the whip.
Well, hello, my friends. We did it. I don't know if you heard that noise. Can't figure out where it's coming from, but my computer keeps going ding. So I have no idea. Lord help us. But anyways, we did it. We did it. We did it. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hello to Heather. Hi, Weston. YouTuber says, Lolly, in case you're having StreamYard problem, there is a global glitch going on affecting it. Don't know for how long. Tell you what, I've been sitting here for almost an hour trying to get into StreamYard, and I was starting to panic. I was like, ah. But we did it. We made it. And let's just keep our fingers crossed we can finish our stream. Hey, me and you. Hi, Miss Kathy. Hi, TJ. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Hey, Queen Brown Eyes. She couldn't get her chat and can't close her live. Oh, gosh. Oh, YouTuber, it's crazy today. It's very frustrating. Let's see. Hello, Victoria. Good to have you. And Charlene, how are you? And Bo. Teresa. Good to have y'all. Let's see. TJ. TJ sent me a message. Are you going live? Hello. Me and you. Victoria. Anybody else sneak up in here? Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm too honest for this. Hello to you, beautiful. Hi, Charles. Thanks for being here. Anybody else? There's Miss Ann. Oh, goodness. You take care of yourself, Miss Ann. Everybody send some prayers Miss Ann's way if you don't mind. And Blue Eyes Jewel, Lori, hello to y'all. Hi, Narita. Good to have everybody in here today. Anybody else up in here? Miriam, good to have you. 13 signatures needed, guys. We will have 1,000 signatures. We just need 13 more. Woohoo! Way to go, y'all. Michelle, how you doing? Brandy and Indy, hello to you. Kelly East, how you doing, my friend? Hope everything's good for everybody out there. I was a little concerned with our weather today, but it has been blah, but good. Hi, Barb. True Crime Marley, how you doing? Good to have you. Anybody else sneaking up in here? There's Nani McPoppins. How are you? Good to have you. Show Poodles. Always good to have you. And Grace. How are you doing, Grace? Good to have you in here with us. Holly S. It's always good to have you. Hope you're doing okay with all these crazy storms going around this area over here. Ooh, it's crazy. Hey, Laura. Good to have you. Okay, somebody said, Grace says, Lolo. Did I miss somebody? Did I miss Lolo? If I missed you, Lolo. Good to have you. Hey, Amanda Jane. Good to have you. Let's see. Anybody else sneaking up in here? thinking they're not going to get called out. Hey, Sidetrack, how you doing? Good to have you in here with us today. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody that's listening. Appreciate everybody. Yes, I tell you, these storms have been insane crazy. Miss Keto Bite, how are you today? Blue Eyes said I got timed out of Messenger for sending so many messages. You stalker, you. That's funny. Yesterday, I'm sorry I did not go live. The storms were crazy, coming and going. Hey, Carmen. And by mid-afternoon, I just felt blah. I did not feel good. But I wasn't sick. I just didn't feel good. I was cold. I was just So I'm sorry I did not come on yesterday, guys. I just laid and slept most of the day. Oh man, yesterday the wind shifted. The winds were blowing pretty hard. No, me and you, thank you for that. Yes, that's crazy. Yeah, gloomy weather bloss. That's what I think it was because I just had no energy left. So, anyways, I was up here yesterday, earlier morning. It was probably around 10, and thunderstorms were going on. Not a big deal. But when the wind shifted and the rain started hitting the window, because my window's right under a large overhang, so I never get rain hitting the window. But it was hitting the window hard, and I was like, I better go downstairs. Yeah, YouTuber, we're going to be combining it with Sess and hopefully send it on to the higher ups. Hi, Bobby. Good to have you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Did everyone see my short video I put out? If you did not see it, will you put a 1 in chat? If you did not see it. If you did, I'm not going to replay it. But if you did not, let me know. And if there's several that have not seen it. Okay. Okay. We got a few that have not seen it. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to play it for y'all real quick. And let's share this. And we're going to pull this up. Here we go.
There is not a confirmed sighting of Sebastian on camera.
An exhaustive search for Sebastian Rogers, but with few updates from authorities in recent weeks, some have wondered, is enough being done?
We're doing everything we can do. Every time a tip comes in, we follow up on it.
Eric Craddock is chief deputy with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and heads up the investigation. He sat down for an exclusive one-on-one to talk about what they do when there are few new leads.
I think in the absence of information, what we'll continue to do is go back over everything we've already done once, put a fresh set of eyes on it.
To that end, Craddock says searchers recently found a pair of glasses, which they are checking to see if they belong to Sebastian. He says the parents continue to fully cooperate.
Any evidence of foul play?
We have not cleared anyone, but we have absolutely no evidence to support foul play.
I asked about exclusive home security video obtained from the neighborhood the night Sebastian disappeared. You can see two suspicious light sources, which we've circled here in an area behind the teen's home. Since we first aired the video last month, authorities have said
No evidentiary value?
It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No,
Why?
because the investigation remains ongoing.
And so it could play a role down the road depending on developments?
We don't know what we don't know. There's not a
Right.
confirmed sighting of Sebastian.
Okay, no confirmed sighting of Sebastian. The lights are of no evidentiary value. And yeah, Teresa, that is my number one question. Where is the fresh set of eyes, Eric Craddock? Yo ho, Mr. Snuggle Struggle. Where is the fresh set of eyes? Hello to everybody coming in. Appreciate everybody for being here with us today. I have pinned up here. Blue Eyes has put the link to the petition we have. If you have not signed it, if you can get someone to sign it, please do. We need a few more to be able to hand it over. Michelle DiNardo says, in my opinion, very few people would be a witness at this 3 a.m. but Chris and Katie. Exactly. How is it that you have light activity coming from the back of the Proudfoot home at just 3 hours prior to this child being reported missing, and that is not of any evidentiary value? How is that possible, guys? How is it possible? I don't know if you've seen 5D, but he put out a video, and we're going to play it. We're going to go over it and listen to it because it is absolutely amazing. And guys, when he says, can you tell us what it is? And Craddock says no, and he is asked why, and he hesitates. Did you notice Craddock hesitated? Is that because you would have to tattle on your friends, Mr. Snuggle Struggle? Sebastian deserves so much better than what he's getting. So much better than what he's getting. So, anyways, let's see if I can pull this up. I have got it on my phone ready to play. I mean, you're just going to see their picture while they're talking, but I'm not sure about playing anything for very, very long on StreamYard because it's been so wonky. So we may, let's see here. Let me see if I can get it and it's everything's smooth. We'll go ahead and share it. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. I got so many daggum playlists over here. It's crazy. Okay, let me see if I can get this ready to go for us. All right. Okay, 5D. If you have not subbed up to him, please make sure to sub up. He is putting things out there that are absolutely amazing. Yeah, don't they sound a lot alike? They have the dark hair, the beard. It seems to be like a family thing almost over there. Yeah. Hello, Miss Sandra. Hello, Grammy the Great, Cecilia, Gypsy, anybody else that snuck up in here on me. Thank you. Oh, there's Meemaw. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. It has been very glitchy. Hey, Wendy, on StreamYard, and therefore nothing extra has been done, and it would not let me set a goal. If anybody would like to donate to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. At the bottom, I have got my Cash App and my Venmo scrolling. That would be amazing. Guys, I am only halfway to paying my storage for the month of June. If you would like to help out, it is tremendously appreciated. We are about 3 times less on everything compared to what we were last month. So anything would be appreciated. You do not have to. Don't ever, ever, ever think that you can't be here if you can't help. So with that being said, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. And we have memberships if you'd like to be a part of the membership. And on a side note, real quick, if it's your birthday, make sure to let us know, because we now have a birthday song for you. So anyways, same thing's happening. Yeah, things are happening everywhere. It is a whole platform issue. When I Googled what little notification thing I got earlier trying to start it up, and it said basically it was on their backside server that was having the issue. So, hey Tina girl, how you doing? Come on in, come on in. We are just getting started. Okay, remember 5D putting out some great videos, clipping things that we need heard. And so we are going to watch this that he put out. What did you find, me and you? I'm telling you, there's something every time I pull it up and start digging into Texas Roadhouse video, there's more. You'll have to email me and let me know. Aw. Oh, Lord. Sorry, I got my phone up. Holly, you are so sweet. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you for that Venmo. Hey, Beth. Beth, that's funny. I heard somebody say that Chris is now saying he's gotten threatened. He probably threatened himself. Teresa, thank you for the super sticker. Holly, thank you for the Venmo. And this is a happy dance for both of y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. We appreciate you. Your birthday's tomorrow, Pat? Cool. Well, remind me tomorrow, and we will play you our brand new happy birthday song. Yeah. Maybe he's paranoid. Yeah. I don't know. He's freaking out over the protest, and it's the wrong protest, huh, Mima? Oh, goodness. He's scared again of Betty. Yeah. Oh, his boyfriend threatening. Oh, my goodness. Too funny, too funny. You know, it's like the title today. Do they know how bad they sound? Do they know that everything they're doing and saying out there makes them look really, really bad? I wonder that. Are they stuck up their own butts that they can't see how bad they look? It's insane crazy. Okay, I'm not going to mention the name, but thank you to the one that just sent me the Cash App. Thank you so much. That is so greatly appreciated. And this is a happy dance for you. Thank you for that. But yeah, they, talking about getting threatened is what I've heard. I haven't been able to get on too much. I was on a little bit in Brittany's last night, and then I just fell back asleep. So I haven't seen much of anything. And when I heard he got threatened, my first thought was, I wonder if somebody told him to start a shotgun. I hope so. If you send it to my email, I can play it. If you send it to my email, I can play it. Because I don't think it'll let you drop anything like that in the chat. I don't know, Holly. I have no idea. I had just seen, I think it was Smiley had a post out or something, or somebody said that, I don't know. Maybe I dreamed it up, y'all. I slept so much off and on yesterday. Maybe he can go to protective custody. Oh, they need to protect everybody else from him. Faux show. Okay, guys, let's get busy and let's watch this real quick. Wait a minute. YouTuber gifted a membership. If you were gifted that membership, please, guys, tell YouTuber thank you, because that is so gracious. And welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Thank you so much, YouTuber, and welcome to our newest member. Teresa, that's so funny. She says, I guess CP and KP will be breaking out the emergency pull-ups. I love that. That's funny. Hi, R. Taylor. How you doing? Y'all come on in. Oh, he definitely got enjoyment out of that. We saw the enjoyment he got out of attacking a YouTube creator that he's never met. He enjoyed sitting in the courtroom testifying, saying how terrified he was of Bullhorn Betty. I mean, come on. And then he's going to attack Brittany as if she physically tried to choke him out or something. It's ridiculous. So, if he gets threatened, I think he deserves it. I mean, that's just my opinion. I've been hanging in there, Art Taylor. Been trying to hang in there. So, okay, guys, we're going to try this one more time. Yes, Holly. 100, times 5% sadistic. Ugh. Okay, here we go. This is 5D. And hold on. I'm going to start sharing it, and then I'll put the copyright up so we can have ourselves covered.
I will say that.
Oh, hold on.
I will say that.
Way back there.
so we can take some questions
Listen
at the
very
end, a few
close.
questions. And Josh, if you would be looking at those for us. Let's fast forward to the last press conference of any kind from Sumner County was in April, correct?
Yeah, believe that was Sumner County and TBI did a press conference where they couldn't even put my son's picture up. They couldn't even do a press conference about Sebastian with a picture of my son who was missing to remind the people who were watching that this was the child. This is what the child looks like that is missing. This is why we're here. And, you know, what came out of their mouth was pretty much one of the last few nails in the coffin. I had search parties going. I had people being followed, and I don't like people being threatened who are trying to help find my son. But I told people to keep an eye out. If you can get a license plate number, get that, make, model, color of the vehicle, and I would submit that and give that stuff to Sumner County and TBI. And I had several people give me information, make some models of vehicles. I had some of them that got license plate numbers, and I passed that stuff on to Sumner County and I passed it on to TBI. But when they held that press conference and said that nobody was being threatened or anything else, I lost it.
Okay, folks. Eric Craddock. You're handed information that people are being threatened, and yet he says in a press conference when asked about people being followed while they're out searching, and he shakes his head no. If that happens, they need to call and report it. Well, hell, Eric, Seth called and he reported it. But since it's your buddy, the one that put you in this position that you currently have, you got to protect that, right? Just like the light videos that are nothing. Do you even realize how bad you look each time you speak, Eric Craddock?
Rex, to your knowledge, have they filed any police reports or reports to the Sheriff's Department documenting any of these alleged threats?
This is being asked about people being followed while they're out searching. Did you see him shake his head? No. Now listen to his response.
No, sir.
No, sir.
They would have to call the police and report them.
He was asked again about people being followed while they're searching, and he quietly says they would have to call in and report it. Folks, Sebastian deserves better than this right here that we're looking at.
We do want to caution there are some social media elements out there who purport to have information that is direct from the investigation. I just want to reiterate that is not the case. Some of the information that is being provided on some of the social media channels is inaccurate.
But said when TBI said, the lady from TBI came up and said, hey, all this information that's not true is being said on social media, then I'm like, so then what is it then? What's the stuff that isn't true? Can you correct some of these things so that we can proceed on? What's the stuff that you're saying that is being said on social media right now that is not the truth? Speak now or forever hold your peace. But that didn't happen. Interesting.
Not at all. They're not going to explain what is not the truth so that way everybody won't pay attention to that. because that's not the truth. They do not explain. They do not lead us in the right direction. Just like Eric Craddock softly says, well, they'll have to call in and report it. Do they even realize how bad they look?
Interesting, right? Things that are being said on social media, there's a lot of stuff that's not true. What is it? Just say what it is so we can move the F on and proceed with correct information. But if you got people out here talking wireless on damn microphones in podcasts and then going on Nancy Grace and saying something completely different, you know that's coming from the source itself. It's not speculation, okay? It's not so. Where is the lies? There's theories out there. Just like you guys have theories, I'm sure. Back in your offices, drinking your coffee and looking at your diagram on your cork wall, right? So I don't know what's wrong with that.
Distraction, because a lot of what has been out there in some of the social media channels has been rumors and speculations and theories, and some of that has been advanced and people have caught a hold of it as if it's what's really happening. That has resulted in us getting information that is either, like I said, distracting. It's taking away time.
A lot of the stuff that's being put out here is because of the bed the Proudfoots have made.
An effort from
boom. A lot of the speculation is coming from all the stories that the Proudfoots have put out there, and their friends on the other side are running with it. That's where the lies are.
What the agencies need to be doing as far as looking for Sebastian. We have had so far, as of this morning, 314 tips that have come in through the tip line. It's been mentioned, but I'll say it again. It's 1-800-TBI-FIND. We are also taking tips through email, which is tips to TBI, TBI, at tbi.tn.gov.
I lost it. It was like you guys are hiding information from the public right here. I've given you guys information, makes and models of these vehicles, license plate numbers, and you're going to come out and tell people that people haven't been being threatened. I've been followed. I've been threatened, and you guys are just going to sit there and act like it never happened. You're acting just like somebody else is acting. Like my son is, hiding at my house or something. Like he's not missing.
The parents have been cooperative throughout the beginning of the investigation. They have pretty much done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. At this point, we don't have any evidence. There is not any kind of an indication that there is a criminal element involved. But we are keeping options open. We don't know what has happened. We don't know where Sebastian is right now. So we are pursuing any and all avenues.
Two questions. Have you ruled out Sebastian's mom's and stepdad's involvement in this case? As a follow-up, have you cleared their alibi?
I think the TBI said it best. They've been nothing but cooperative with law enforcement since day one.
So you're telling me that they've been doing, the Proud Feets have been doing everything they can in the search? No, they're not. They're very cooperative. That's what he said. You know how many times the press asked, are you sure? Can you believe that is? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure they're not suspects? You're not looking at the Proud Feets, not even for 1 minute, not one damn, not one second. They've been doing everything they can to cooperate. They've been cooperating in the search. That don't mean a damn thing. It don't. It really don't mean a damn thing, guys.
Right, Jenny. Guilty people can be cooperative.
Oh, sure. You need my phone? Ain't nothing on there, so go ahead and go. Oh, you need to see his room? Okay. Go on, go through that thing. Sorry, no. Here's the other thing too. Biological father out there in these streets. He's the only one in the family.
Guys, Legally Blonde says, tomorrow it is time to contact the Attorney General to open a case of accident or murder of Sheriff Westford. Exactly.
The immediate family, okay? Out of the three. That's what I'm trying to say. No knocking because there's other relatives, godparents, etc. All a part of this search. But just because Proud Feets are out here working with 5-0, cooperating with them at least, does not mean that they don't have something hidden up their sleeve. It just doesn't. So we can sit here all day long saying, oh, they're cooperating and they've done nothing wrong.
Love you, my
They
friend.
are cooperating
Take
and they've
care.
done nothing wrong. Like, just why aren't they in the streets, man? Why aren't they putting up flyers? Why aren't they having sleepless nights?
Amen.
Why are they jumping in RVs and going on vacations and then coming back when it's convenient to them?
Amen.
Why? Now, I honestly do not know.
Yes, Meemaw.
I honestly do not know what kind of information. Like, I really don't know what they're giving to the police. I really don't. Okay. I don't. Okay. And none of us do. And they can say all kinds of crazy stuff just to save face. But they also could have had time to come up with something elaborate, something pristine, something solid to cover their own tracks. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about this, y'all. I'm definitely feeling some type of way about that press conference. It's just trash. And it's just like, there's so much stuff going on the internet that's not being, it's like, no, there's people that are having interviews with the dad. Now, if there's anything else, like, it's not like I've listened and watched every single video under the sun. Okay. But the misinformation that may be out here could be constructed because of the interviews that the Proudfoots have been having on certain platforms. And then they're saying different things on other platforms. So it's not us. It's not us.
It's not.
It's not. Unless it's people who are just making up tabloidy crap just for the sake of making crap for a few clicks. We know a few people like that out there in the world that make up ish for the sake of making up ish. And
we know these people, don't we? We hear these people occasionally. Oh, love you, Legally Blonde. You take care of yourself. Yeah. Yep, these people right here, folks. It's where the problem comes in. Aren't they precious? Guys, it's not just one or two creators over there. It's lots of them. They're all working behind the scenes to create a narrative, to coddle the feet. It is. It's quite a lot when you sit and look at it this way. Good, Meemaw. Thank you.
You know, it's trash.
Exactly, Scotty.
But hey, if that's their lane, that's what they're gonna do.
That
right?
nonsense face is too close.
So
Yeah.
like I said, as much as they sit there and they try to go after the content creators and whatnot, that ain't working for me.
I think there's even more.
I still got a lot of questions, y'all. And police aren't going to give us much, and they may not know much. And at the same time, they're looking at these two, and I guess whatever they're doing, they're cooperating, but then, I'm wondering if they're asking the right questions.
Bingo.
Okay. I'm actually wondering if they're asking the right questions here.
That's
What
right.
we believe is true, or to rely on the people that are giving us the news as reliable, solid sources. Unfortunately, the internet is vast, and there's a lot of people out here that will make up BS for the sake of making BS. So we have to be careful with that.
Of this investigation, there is no evidence to support foul play on the part of Sebastian's parents.
Oh.
If police are just passionately saying that, gesticulating and emphasizing everything with some.
Y'all look at Craddock when he says that. My goodness, he looks really pissy. Where was that? Let's go back just a tad. Let's see.
Of this investigation, there is no evidence to support foul play on the part of Sebastian's parents.
If police are just passionately saying that, gesticulating and emphasizing everything with some sort of gesture, if they're doing all that, say that they're innocent kind of thing, they have not given us any reason to look at them as suspects. Okay, that could be for real, or it could really just be for show. Yes, media is why he is still in the spotlight. Absolutely, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. The only reason why this is existing is because, or this press conference is even existing, is because the people spoke and they actually listened this time. A shout out to the social media platforms. I say it since dude did not give y'all a shout out. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Thank you. Like I said, sometimes we're getting information out before they even get the information. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Amanda, thank you so much for the 5. How do we know Sebastian ever made it home from dinner? Until I see proof, I don't think he did. Now, you know what? Okay, so
That's a big question. That's a question we've had for a while, folks. Did Sebastian ever make it home? Prove it to us. Prove it to us. And Holly, thank you so much. She said this mess has been going on a long time. That's a red flag if I ever saw one. Thank you, Holly. And let me get up here so I can get you a happy dance. Craddock definitely wears women's panties. Oh, Holly, thank you so much for that. That is so sweet and gracious of you. And I agree with you. Way too long. No, we've never seen the video of him taking out the garbage. And why is that? I believe because it was KK taking out the garbage. We have not heard or seen the digital evidence of him being in the car on the way home and making it home. Why do you think that is? I believe because I don't think he made it home, guys. I'm starting to question that. And, even myself sitting here with Texas Roadhouse, I'm putting out information and people that are there while Sebastian and Katie sit and eat. And yet they look into Green Hoodie because of all of us here on our platforms talking about Green Hoodie that was suspicious as all get out. A person does not stand between two cars and wait for a person to get there. That doesn't happen every day. And yet, when Sumner County goes in and Sumner County inquires about them, the person they are talking about actually passed away a month prior. Oh, Cecilia, thank you so much. Look here, guys, Cecilia gifted a membership. If you were the lucky winner of that membership, please tell our Cecilia thank you so much. And Cecilia, glad to know you made it home okay. And we're glad to have you back. And to our new member, welcome.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. Got enough to go around. So can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Welcome to our newest member. And Nathan, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. You get a little happy dance. Yes, and Nathan put in chat here, Chris brags about it being the perfect crime. I like to see how perfect. Oh, hold on, it skipped. I like to see how perfect he can carry it out if he didn't have Ellie in the bag. Exactly, Nathan. If they know Sebastian did not leave, then there's your evidence of foul play. Start there. But they lost the plot when they let CP leave for 17 hours. Yes, exactly. This is a video that, and thank you, Nathan, for that. This is a video that 5D has just put out. And this was, I think, towards the end of April. And they're talking about the press conference. And guys, the lab, if you haven't subbed up to the lab, you are missing out. If you have not subbed up to 5D, you're missing out. Two wonderful creators there. Nathan, if it can be proved that he did not make it home, is that enough for a circumstantial case? Nathan, if they can prove he did not make it home from Texas Roadhouse, that right there is a whole criminal investigation, because they are the ones that told us. Katie told us. She went to wake him up that morning. He wasn't there. She tells us about the timeline after they got home. So that is intentionally creating a scenario that is not possible. She's straight up lying. End of story. Scotty Too Hottie says, Lolly, I'll go back to the comment Nick the Hat made about being punked when they looked at the Texas Roadhouse video. I think they saw what we are seeing now. Exactly, Scotty. Exactly. And when I first saw that, I saw a couple of little things, and I'm like, ho, wait a minute. This is a little weird. This is a little strange. But the more I dug into it, and to see Christopher's mother, to see his sister, two of his sisters there, to see Christopher's cousin, to see Melissa's son. Folks, it doesn't get any insane than the Texas Roadhouse video. It doesn't get any more obvious when you watch people walk by and touch their nose, and the person they're looking at when they touch their nose starts a text. It doesn't get any more obvious when Christopher's sister is casually walking past Yellow Coat Guy, puts her hand over her mouth and says something. He turns around, and I think, but I can't quite get a good enough view of it, I think he reaches up and taps his nose as well. Folks, it's there. Something was happening at Sebastian's dinner. What is it me and you wants to look at, West End? Y'all let me know. People forget way back. KP first said they all went to dinner. Then she changed it to just her and Sebastian. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. And I apologize for the dings. I have no clue what it is. I really don't. No clues whatsoever. But trying to see if I see anything open, but I don't. Anyways, if you go back to the point to where Stephen Fisher and Katie Proudfoot go into Texas Roadhouse to get a copy of the video to see what is being shown. Folks, Katie pitched a fit because they wouldn't give it to her right then. She created such a shitstorm inside Texas Roadhouse. That woman was asked never to come back in their establishment. Why? Why? What is it that was there that she needed to see if it got put on camera? And then we saw Stephen Fisher put out the video first. He wanted to get a jump on it, right? You can tell how the video had been messed with because once Dog put out the original video, people looked a little differently. Oh my gosh, Holly, don't you wish you and me both, sister? Because, man, to know what that conversation was between Katie Proudfoot and her son sitting there, where he starts getting nervous, shaking his head no, starts biting his fingers. Man, I would like to hear that one part, because in my opinion, I think she's telling him a little bit about what's fixing to happen. He got very, very uncomfortable. Okay, I will look into that for sure. Me and you, thank you so much for that information. I'll go see if I can't clip some of that. And wowza, okay. She said, let me see what she's saying here so I don't get it all messed up. It says the person next to KK, she believes is CP hiding his head. And in one of the interviews, he's wearing the same hat. He's trying not to show his face. You can see it. He's sitting right next to KK in the booth over. Okay. Yes. I saw that as well. So I will definitely see if I can't get a clip of that as well. I think there's still more at the Texas video that we haven't even caught on to, and we have seen so much of it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And yet they speak out and tell this version of what's going on and what has happened. Do they even realize how bad they look? Because we're seeing a whole different scenario. Let's finish listening to this, guys.
I've been saying this for a minute now. I've been saying this for a minute, not since day one. You know, like sometimes when you get the thing into the case, you break the news onto your platform. Not saying that I broke the story, not at all. But you know, I was one of many that brought up the conversation. And as you go further into the case, more questions start popping up in your head as you sit there and you're thinking about it, you know, on when you're off camera, you know, or when you're not looking at the case. Sometimes things flash into your brain going, wow, maybe, wait a second. So you're telling me that they had dinner and then after dinner, they went straight back home. And then the next morning he disappeared. So really the last moment he actually was physically seen was in Texas Roadhouse. And then he got into a car and then he drove home. So that time, from the time that they pulled out of that parking lot of Texas Roadhouse to the time that to the time that Katie Proudfoot walked into his bedroom early in that morning, we have nothing to show for that stuff. There's no proof of life during those several hours. So in my mind, I'm going exactly that. Where's the proof? Do they have footage of, I don't know, stoplights, intersections? They even said, which makes no sense. They should have been asking about this. And maybe they did. Maybe they're just reiterating it or repeating it again for anybody who's new to the case or just got into learning about Sebastian's case. Brianna. But they said, hey, anybody who has ring cam footage, anything of that sort that may have seen him passing by, please contact us. I'm like, wow, that should have already been done. Right? And goes on. The case gets bigger and bigger. You start to ask more and more questions. Your questions become more and more sophisticated. They get more and more nuanced, more and more focused. Instead of it just being like, where is Sebastian? You see what I'm saying?
I love
So now,
Pascal.
yes, Amanda, I agree 110%. Where's the footage? Show me footage of him in that car, still alive, driving back to the house.
Boom. Because once they get into the car at Texas Roadhouse, is there any footage of Sebastian after that to prove that he stayed in that car and made it home? We can't see him get out of the car on camera because she pulls in the garage and shuts the door. So there is no proof. So after we see Sebastian get in the front passenger side of Katie's car and they start to drive away, from there, all we have are the words of Katie Proudfoot. And we know it's a fact that woman has yet to tell the same story twice. So what are we supposed to do? Just believe it? I can't believe a mother that can't tell the same story twice. Excuse me. But yet, for 15 months, she can sit here and tell us the same story about that morning leading up to them coming home from Texas Roadhouse. And not one part of it, not one part of that changes. So, prove it to us. Prove to us that Sebastian made it home. Because we do not believe Katie Proudfoot. She's the one that told us he ran away, and yet there's no evidence of that happening. We heard Craddock just in April say there's no video evidence of him leaving his home. Folks, what does that say? For me, that says he did not run away.
At least driving back towards as close to the neighborhood as they can.
Meanwhile, they did, but they didn't that night. Isn't that convenient? Jenny says they have non-dash cam video. Remember, I totally believe her. This is my thing about the whole video with him coming home. If his voice is heard at any time during that ride home, unless there is a timestamp to prove that that was as he was entering their neighborhood, she could be showing proof that he was in that car with her before they ever made it home. So I have questions, guys. Yeah, must have got lost. Welcome, welcome.
Then we can sit there and go, okay, from that time to that time, he was still, you can see he was scratching his nose or scratching his face, or he was on his phone doing whatever at an intersection. Show us proof of those things.
Yeah.
Shrink down the timeline just a tiny bit.
Where is those cameras?
You're telling me that you got somebody who works for Brink Security. There were no cameras allegedly on in the house, but then I'm also hearing that there were cameras in the house. But like I said, that's information that I have not gotten confirmed. But there are cameras in the house. But if there's cameras in the house, then they have a security system. And then that would mean that she lied on Nancy Grace, if it's true.
Do you have any home surveillance, anything at all that would have given us an idea or a clue if the door had been opened or not, or a window?
Not directly from our house.
Okay, guys, I want to go over a little part of this here because my house had a keypad. Also had a fingerprint pad. I could assign codes to individual people, so they had their own codes. At any point that I wanted to add someone or delete someone or anything along that line, I had to have that app on my phone. Each and every time that door opened or closed, it was recorded on the app on my phone. My son just got a new front door knob. He chose the keypad. He has the app on his phone. He sees every time the door is opened or closed. You can either get the notifications or you can go into the app itself. Katie's smart enough on these things. Why didn't she turn over that app? Kathy, thank you so much for the super sticker here. Thank you for being so kind and gracious. We love you so much. And thank you for your support. Yes, Holly, yes, I agree with you there. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. I appreciate that. Holly says, in my opinion, they had all of that and the police could easily get access to it. Yep, exactly. Meemaw, been a member for 2 months. She said, love you, Lolly. I love you. Thank you for being here, Mama. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that part because most keypad doors will show activity. Doesn't have to have a camera to it. But there's an app that you program the numbers, the passcode, all the things. So where was Katie and Chris's app for that door? Maybe in the landfill with the inside cameras, outside cameras? I don't know. I'm telling you. She's got that photographic memory from the whole day. And then she gets a little foggy once they get home from Texas Roadhouse. It's crazy. Do they realize how bad they sound? I just don't know if they think they have just pulled off the perfect crime, because if they think they did, they're stupider than I thought they were. Let's listen some more, guys.
Well, then from where?
That's what we were hoping, that neighborhood Ring cameras, and may have picked something up.
Gotcha.
Hey, remember the interview, the very first interview, and I was talking about how Chris Proudfoot's butthole puckered up, and he was like, and he was stumbling over himself when they were talking about footage, extra footage, and all that coming from the house and all that.
Oh, wait a minute. YouTuber says, I remember Seth saying that he had asked Sumner County if they could check any and all cameras on KK's route from Texas Roadhouse to home, and Sumner County said no. Well, boy, isn't that a surprise?
Does anybody remember that? And he kind of just got like, you could tell he's like, for a second, just for a second. And then he stumbled, but then he found the wording again.
Yeah.
And he found his
Sophie,
footing.
They have 3
because he kind of stumbled with his words, and then he found what he needed to say, and he said what he said, and he moved on, and then they moved on to other conversations. Right?
Butthole puckered.
But he puckered up. Real talk.
It's tight enough to run through.
When you get some time, go near the it's like the second to last question, I think. Second or third last question that was asked. And you could tell. He's just,
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So if there really is cameras inside the house, if they really are there, Katie did not tell the truth there. They both didn't tell the truth there. Talking about no security cameras, no security whatsoever, yet they do have code locks on their doors.
How he would have gotten out, or if somebody came into the home. Could they have gotten through the garage door? No, unless they know the code or had the clicker, which they did not. Do you lock your doors at night?
Yeah, his new name popped
Yes,
her up.
Could he have left on his own through those doors?
he could. Yes, ma'am.
And then also on top of that, let's not forget, you work for Brinks.
Miss Proudfoot, what do you do for a living?
I am an installation technician.
Does she not realize how bad she looks? Come on, folks. Sumner County has to do better. It's insane how stupid this all is. Oh my gosh. Do they not realize?
You work for Brinks Security. Make it make sense. Somebody. And making it make sense. Because that's the part that doesn't make sense to me, guys. I'm sorry. You work for Brinks Security, but you ain't got no security except code locks on your doggone door.
You can get those at Amazon, by the way. You don't have to go through Brinks.
Now, Karen just said here a second ago, they are cheap. Let me tell you. Either you're saying the cameras themselves are cheap, or you're saying financially they might be a little bit fine and frugal. Now, let's see this really quick. If they are frugal with their money, wouldn't she get some sort of employee discount?
Yeah, you can buy them at Walmart.
Wouldn't she?
Yeah, she would get a discount. She's an installer.
I don't know.
All she had to do was get the cameras and install them herself. Folks, you don't got to go to multiple high-ranking colleges and get multiple degrees to figure out. She could do it. She knew what the hell she was doing. She's the one that took them down, I'm sure.
Like I said, I would love, oh yeah, Valerie, I would love to interview them. I would.
Wouldn't we all?
I would love to. But if I'm telling you right now, if Chris ever was to raise his voice at me, he would not like me.
Mm-hmm.
He would not like me. And that's on God, because you're not going to disrespect my platform.
Boom.
And the people that watch my show. I will say that.
Amen. All right. So I wanted to play that because that was incredible. Meemaw, I think that's what the search at the landfill possibly could have been all about. That is my opinion. Like I said, if you haven't subbed up to Pascal, if you have not subbed up to Josh with the lab, and you have not subbed up to 5D, who just put all of that together for us, please make sure you do, because they are incredible. Folks, I've said it so many times. Katie holds the key to everything. Pascal's video was back after the last press conference in April. Yes, Josh has been really good to Seth. Seth has some really great people on his side supporting him. And the Proudfoots have a lot of people on their side supporting them. Of course, I would not say all because I do not know for sure all, but I would say more than none, or more than just over half. Let's go there. Over half of those supporting the Proud Feet are felons. They have criminal records. Over here, you have all of us supporting the father who has no criminal record, supporting Sebastian, who deserves justice to be found and to be brought home to his father. And all of us over here have clean records. Kind of says a lot, doesn't it? I'm very proud for the fact that I've never done anything to ever go to jail other than maybe a speeding ticket or a ticket that I was late to pay on. I do like to go fast. That's the worst thing I've ever done. But they can't say that on the other side. And that's who the Proud Feet migrated towards. Because they knew that they had other criminals on their side, they could convince them to support them. Hey, Nana, we love you so much, Nana. I am still praying for you and all the days to come. We love you. Good night, Grace. Folks, we continue to use the words of the Proudfoots, to use visual videos that we could see with our own eyes. We continue to use the words of law enforcement to prove the corruption that's going on. And yet, nothing's happening. In my short that I made this morning, I had to finish it out with this here today. But we heard Craddock say, basically, we don't know what we don't know. Well, no shit, Sherlock. And then he goes on to say, there is no evidentiary value to the light video. There is no evidence to support a crime has occurred. People, something is going on. And in my live 2 days ago, I showed how Craddock had to be put into place for all of this to be covered up. For everything that we questioned to be covered up, to not be followed through. No evidence to support foul play. Nothing. It's right before our eyes. Sebastian did not become a ninja and poof, disappear. That is not possible. And I'm going to continue to call it out until the day Sebastian is found. Because Sebastian deserves better than his mother and his stepfather. Sebastian deserves better than Sumner County is giving him. Yes, exactly, Meemaw. How is it okay for your chief sheriff officer, the man in charge, to prefer the word snuggle, struggle over R-A-P-E? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. And he's the man that's in charge of Sebastian's case. Yes, Holly. Yes. The locals need to step up. And they need to call for someone better to step in. And folks, we have a petition to get Sebastian's case into a higher up organization. Seth has a petition to get the FBI to take over. Our signatures can go to him. Our signatures can help push his a little further. But until Sumner County releases the case, it's going to stay right where it's at. And when Seth called and talked to the United States Marshals, they made a call to Sumner County, and Sumner County told them, no, thank you. Why? Because they've already been paid to cover everything up? Is that it? Has Eric Craddock, Mr. Snuggle Struggle himself, already received that big fat paycheck to keep things under his hat? Is that it? I have questions. I have questions, folks. We all have questions. And Sumner County is doing nothing. You just heard the woman sit here and tell us from TBI that there are lies being put out on social media that are just not true. Okay? What is it that's a lie? Is my question. Because if I knew which one was a lie, I would know which one not to listen to. You know? That would help. Oh, but let's just, put a little something out there to make it sound as if those of us on social media are not helping. Because they don't want our help. They don't want us to prove the things they're avoiding. That is my opinion, folks. They don't want us to make them look bad. But I'm going to tell you this, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, do you even realize how bad you sound each time you open your mouth? Yes, Mimo, we're going to keep it going. We are. Y'all want it. We're going to continue it. As long as I have y'all here with me, we're going to keep going. It is crazy to sit here and look at the Texas Roadhouse video and to find the people that are walking around, that are doing things very suspiciously, and yet they checked out the green hoodie person and that's it. Freaking hello. Did you ask Christopher's sister why she walked past Yellow Coat Guy and whispered something to him? What was she relaying to him? How is it that she knows the real estate lawyer that lives in Pennsylvania? Ask the questions. Gemini 2, thank you so much. Says he said when no new information, they put a fresh set of eyes on it. Call in the feds, in my opinion. Exactly, Gemini 2. I want to know where are the fresh set of eyes. I believe they all need glasses. It is so obvious. It is crazy. And it makes no sense other than a cover-up. But thank you, Gemini, for that. Here is you a happy dance. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, they need soda bottle glasses. They're so blind. Yes, let me see if I can find that, and we will see if we can't identify Mr. Chris. See if that's Mr. Chris sitting by Katie. Let me see if I can find this video. We're going to go to dogs. See what we can find here. You know, it's insane to me how they sit there and they go through this press conference and ask repeatedly, are you sure there's no foul play? Are you sure? Even the press recognize it. Okay, let's see here. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to see if I can get because I have it where I did it on my tablet and I pulled up real close to Katie and Sebastian. Let me see if I can. Okay, let's look at this real quick and see if it'll show here. I got this one pulled up. All right, guys. Can y'all see this one okay? This is just a couple of minutes. So that would not be the person. Huh. Guys, y'all watch this. She's taking a picture. She says to prove that he was eating his whole meal, his whole salad, with the salad dressing on it. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to pull this up a little bigger. If you notice right there where my cursor is, can y'all see my cursor okay? That would be the lady in the pink sweater. That would be Mr. Chris's cousin that we saw. Is too small. Okay, I'll see if I can find something else. This right here would be the man that got out of the white truck. That is the man in the all black that we thought was Mr. Chris. The gray sweater guy. This right here, I believe, is Melissa. Folks, there's a whole table right there. It's insane. Insane. How? Let me get off of here. Okay. I tell you what, we will do another Texas Roadhouse dig in tomorrow. I will get that. What Town Chat says. What did you say, Town Chat? Where are you at? It glitched. I can't find you now. Yeah. Yeah, her hair matches too, doesn't it? Which one is KP's friend, locked and loaded? Let me show you some comparisons, okay? Now, all of these are at Texas Roadhouse. This would be Katie's friend's son in the blue shirt. For anyone who has not seen it, this is who I believe is Green Hoodie. If you notice, dig into it and look at it as close as you possibly can. The face shape is the same. The hair is the same. The dark shadow under the chin is the same. The man boobs are there. They could have just been intensive. These people had it planned. Now, this man here was following searchers around. He said his name was Mark. Is that true or not? We don't know. Yes, the guy with the blue shirt, the green hoodie, is the son of the cop that lives directly behind Katie and Chris. This man circled in the red, I believe, is the same man. You can see he's part of the Bowersox family. He's right there beside Kathy Bowersox. Oh, Cecilia, we're proud to have you. Now, this is who I believe yellow jacket guy is. The man on the right, his name is Richard Bishop. He is a real estate attorney out of Pennsylvania. He is also a board member on one of the facilities for the ARC, Pennsylvania, which is a special needs home for kids who need that extra help. This is the woman with the pink sweater that is Christopher's sister. I believe her name's Cassie. She's the one that was walking around, and she covered her mouth as Yellow Jacket guy walks by and said something to him. You can see her in the family photo on the left here. She is above the guy that was circled. You notice her glasses on top. It all matches up. And this on the right is Mr. Chris at the Harley shop, you know, while there's a vigil for Sebastian happening. And on the left is the man at Texas Roadhouse as Katie and Sebastian pull in. At first, I thought it was Mr. Chris. I'm starting to think it was his cousin. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, locked and loaded. But yeah, those are some. And I will show you one more. Okay, that's Cassie. Yeah. Now, this one will blow you away. And I'm not 100% on this one. But the woman on the right was sitting at Texas Roadhouse during the time Sebastian and Katie were there. Yeah, it looks just the way he stands, doesn't it? So like I said, this one here is a possibility. I'm still looking into this one. I cannot say that Clue was there, but possibly, because it does look like her walking out with Melissa on the video footage. It looks like her, but I am not 100% on this one. And okay, guys, let me pull this one up from my camera because I got it here on my camera. This would be, y'all, don't make fun of me. I told you I haven't been feeling well. This on the right is the woman walking out of Texas Roadhouse. On the left is Melissa. I believe that's her. And there is this guy here that is walking out or walking towards the front door with the other men. Oh, here's another one as well of Melissa. I believe that's her. And I believe this one on the right is the person at Texas Roadhouse with the other men. And on the left is the picture of Melissa's son. Tell me that's not too coincidental. So yeah, folks, there's a whole lot happening. A whole lot happening. I'm sorry. I think I just got a little bit of a cold. There's a lot happening at Texas Roadhouse while Sebastian just sits there quietly. Super great manners. Right, Maurice? Yes. What the heck? Melissa's son. It looked just like him. TJ said, keep that cold to yourself. Oh, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened the day, that night, after they left Texas Roadhouse. Right, Bridget? Why would they be there and not acknowledge Katie nor Sebastian? Now, we've seen in the video where Katie looked all around that restaurant. She looked that place over. Because she was looking for all those people, in my opinion. Yeah. Tina girl, I am hoping that he is in one of those facilities, but at the same time, I'm hoping he's not, because those places are horrible. They're bad. Yeah. All of those people are the same people that ganged up on Nina and her children. Exactly. Now we know why KP was so upset with the Texas Roadhouse release in that video. Yep. Another creator. Like I said, Locked and Loaded, I cannot guarantee that person does resemble her. She was married to Melissa's brother-in-law. So there is a connection there. But whether that was her or not, I don't feel comfortable enough to say it was. So I make that one very clear. The rest of them, I am almost 100%, 99.9% sure. But that one, I cannot guarantee. Just like I said. The other ones, yes, I am. It would take a whole lot to convince me it wasn't them. But that one there, I'm just throwing it out there. Is it possible? Yes, because of the connections of her and Melissa. And that person was with Melissa walking out of Texas Roadhouse. Is it her? I don't know. It's Melissa's husband's brother that she was married to. It's not Christopher's family at all. It's Melissa's in-law side. But I do believe it is every other person there. They're like a mob family. I have heard that multiple times from different people. Yes. Yes. So, I'm showing you what I find. I'm explaining to you what I found out about each person and how I came to that conclusion. And folks, I'm not shoving a theory down anyone's throat. So, to me, it is very sus that those people could possibly have been there at the same time Katie and Sebastian were there, but did not acknowledge them. Why? All those people were there doing the no signal. We saw that in our 2 days ago video that we did. Not yesterday. I didn't do one, but yes, the day before that. Yes. And folks, wow. They say there's a doppelganger out there for everyone. Just not sure your doppelganger lives close to Hendersonville, Tennessee, where you do. Very sus to me, yes. Guys, we only need 3 signatures left. You think, Alicia, he's the one who took out the trash? I'll tell you why I question him taking out the trash. This is my thought process. There is nothing to back it up. We have not seen the footage. We have nothing to compare it to or anything like that. But we see him leaving Texas Roadhouse in a short sleeve t-shirt. They get home. She said he changed and he went in his room to play. They said he put on a long sleeve black t-shirt. Mr. Chris stresses, Katie agrees it is not a sweatshirt and it is not a hoodie. But yet we see Katie at Texas Roadhouse wearing a black hoodie. So at what point would he have been the one to put on the hoodie? Because they stressed he did not have a sweatshirt on nor a hoodie. But the person who took out the trash had on a pair of black pants, a black hoodie, and walked like Sebastian. There's a clip I have, and I played it before, where Granny's watching makes the comment about she did not realize how much Katie and Sebastian walked alike. And Christopher was there on her panel and said they walk a lot alike. So I don't know who took out the trash. I do think the story they have told us makes me question who takes out the trash. Right? The secret code needed. Yeah. I always feel like, and I've talked with Blue about this multiple times, I think we're missing a piece to the puzzle. There's something we're missing. Little Red, I think so. And if that is the case, if Katie did take it out, then that means Sebastian possibly was not home to take it out. But, you know, if they would show us that video, that would help. That would clear it up for a lot of us. I know, Little Red. And who found that out? How do we get that verified that she stopped at a gas station? I mean, I had heard about it, but I don't know if it's true or not, you know? Exactly, Nathan. I agree with you 100%. I think no matter what, it's coming slowly. It's a gonna come. Yeah. I just wish I knew who could verify that for us, you know? Who works at Costco? Alicia, who works at Costco? I think that was an AI generated type of thing. I think that video was manipulated. Yeah. Seth did say he saw the video. He said it wasn't clear enough for him to be convinced it was. See, Little Red, that's my thing. I don't want to put too much of that out there until I know for sure, you know? If we got something to back it up, we're going to put it out for sure, because that changes everything. Drop a link. My throat is getting all scratchy, y'all. I don't know why, but on my laptop, it does not want me to. Oh, I can do it. Yes. There it goes. Okay, I will look, me and you. I'm going to dig into it. Why can they not establish? That's my thing. Prove to us. Prove to us he was in the car. You were sick Monday and Tuesday. I did not feel good yesterday. I just felt yuck. I don't know if it was just all the thunderstorms happening around here or what, but I just, bleh. I don't know what that dinging is on my computer either. Oh, I don't know, Nathan. All they would have to do is walk across the back of the yard, in my opinion, of course. Because I think Green Hoodie is the neighbor behind them, his son. Yeah. We need one more signature for the petition. If you have not signed it, if you could. Little Red, it took me over an hour to get into StreamYard. You just signed it, tugs on the heartstring. Woo woo! Somebody check and see. We might have made it. We might have got our goal. I think so. Look here, Nathan. I'll show you the picture. And this is why I believe. This is the cop that lives behind Katie and Chris. This is his son. The face structure is the same. The hairline's the same. The dark shadow under the neck is the same. And it is not a beard. It is just a dark, shadowy look. The build is the same as well. Yes, Holly, I believe the neighbor behind him is as well. And it has been brought up to me, but Green Hoodie goes into the women's restroom. I have studied that so very close. And guys, I can say this. There is no footage showing Green Hoodie going into the women's restroom. Green Hoodie turns as if going to the women's restroom. Bye, Bridget. Thank you for being there. I believe he is close to 30, 31, if I'm not mistaken. So all Green Hoodie had to do was turn towards the women's room and just stand there for a little bit against the wall, as if they were going into the women's room. Melissa's son. Do you want to see that picture, Alicia? Is that what you're saying? Guys, we hit 1,000 signatures. Thank you all so much. That is amazing. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Oh, Melissa's son works at Costco. Okay. Yay. Thank you, everybody. Y'all are amazing. Now we will be handing that over to Combined It In with Seth. So he will have extra to go along with it. Yay. Thank you all so much. And don't forget, folks, you need to make sure, send out, mail out, email out, somehow get Sebastian's flyer showing he's missing. Use the TBI one if you want to. Everything. Whatever you can do. Write a letter. Send him out. Send them to any type of facility in your neighborhood area, your state area, the side of your state you live on, whatever. Send it to Tennessee's governor. Send it to the U.S. Marshals. Send it everywhere. Anytime Sumner County makes a post, Sumner County Sheriff's Office is included in a story on Facebook of something good they've done, I make a comment in that story, under that story. Good job. So maybe now you can do the same and find Sebastian. I do it. I do it all the time. That's it. Why are they afraid to let FBI look? Because I'm afraid a lot of them are going to be hung up to dry. So, tonight I have scheduled, I think it's 8 o'clock or 8:30. I forget which one. Definitely, if you want to come back and hang out. Yes. Right, Nathan? That just makes me want to puke. But I will be covering the serial unaliver possibly lurking in Austin, 8 p.m. tonight. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go over that tonight. If y'all want to come and join us and hang out with us and watch this story, it was just 2 months ago, another person was found in Lady Bird Lake. It seems to be a pattern happening. And there is they're at 8 tonight. Oh, man. Okay, I'll move it to 9 o'clock. I'll move it an hour later. So that way we can be there for Voices of Truth. You got a theory on that one, Little Red? Folks, yesterday I explained that in order for that plan to remove Sebastian from the area, that plan had to start somewhere. And it started by removing the sheriff and putting Eric Craddock in that place. Because he's the one not doing nothing. He's the one telling us there is no evidence of foul play. I beg to differ, Mr. Craddock. Because when you have light activity coming from the back of the Proudfoot's home just 3 hours before he is reported missing, that's evidence of foul play. When one person one light, runs back to the back of the Proudfoot's home. And at 6 a.m., there's only one person waking up in that home. That's evidence that there's been foul play. When you have no visual video evidence of Sebastian leaving his home, that's evidence of foul play. When you have a young man eating with his mother hours before he goes missing and his step family is everywhere, positioned throughout the restaurant, touching noses as they pass by others, whispering as they pass by others. A man from Pennsylvania, a real estate lawyer in Hendersonville, Tennessee, at the Texas Roadhouse, the same exact time Katie and Sebastian are eating. And when he opens the door for them to come out to leave, he walks to the takeout window once again, not receiving any food, but he walks there and looks at the phone that's in his hand and has Sebastian's picture on it. There's evidence of foul play. Eric Craddock, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, you need to do better. Miss TBI person, without us, this case would have died off a long time ago. Because we are the social media that is calling out for the truth. We are the ones sitting here asking for something to be done to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We don't put out lies. We put out the Proudfoot's very own word, the words they say. We put out the words the sheriff's department says. We put out videos to show you what we see. And yet you sit there collecting your paychecks, not doing a damn thing about any of it. Sebastian deserves better. Please do your job. We shouldn't have to be the ones to do it for you. Folks, I want to say thank you to everybody being here today. Thank y'all for being patient while I tried to muddle through this StreamYard glitch. But we made it. Everything worked out good. I appreciate everyone that's here. Thank you all for your donations today. Each and every one of you are so greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh, Vanilla, thank you. Thank you so much. My nose is icky. I'm just blah. But thank you for those kind words. Guys, Sebastian's the reason we're here. And if we can see it, if it's right here in front of our very own eyes, they can see it too. So what's going on? We have to call it out for what it is. And we're not going to stop, guys. We're going to keep going until Sebastian is found and brought back to his father. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for helping my channel. Thank you for being who you are. We are so grateful to have you. And join us tonight if you want to. We're going to listen to the story of one of the brothers of one of the victims. So I think you'll enjoy it. Until tomorrow, we will talk about Sebastian again. So join us again tomorrow, same time. Love and hugs to everybody. We will see y'all soon. Have a great night.